Good morning, everybody. It is ASIC Eric, and Pops, Glow in the Dark Pops is back.
That's what Carol says. That's the only shirt I have. This is my YouTube recognition shirt.
Nice. All right. It is a beautiful day today. Very cold. Again, California standards. It's like 45. And it's going to rain all week, so it's kind of making a damper on our plans here. But what we're going to try to do today is clean up everywhere we see any rust, whatever. Just get this thing as pristine as we can. And then we're going to go hit all the internal areas with the internal frame coating and any rust spots that were heavy with a rust encapsulator. And then leave that sit, I think. Since we have the garage doesn't have a lot of room in it, I can't have the hood in there while we're painting it and stuff, because once we paint it, Pops goes home, I can't move the hood or anything. So we kind of need to leave the hood in the garage, and then my wife's car won't fit in the garage. So what we wanted to do is take the Camaro, put it outside, leave it outside during the week till the next weekend came, but it's supposed to piss with rain all week again, so we can't do that. So anyway, a lot of blabbering there, sorry. But anyway, we're just gonna get busy here and see where we end up. All right, so Pop's staring into this with the wire wheel on the drill there, going around all these little edges and stuff. That's working pretty well. One of those things on the air grinder is even better, but we only have one air tool we can run at a time. My favorite tool at the moment is this guy with the 1-inch Rolock arbor with a 2-inch pad on it. Right, because that gets you the bending so you can get into these little corners and stuff. So that's working pretty nice. We're not going to bother too much with these edges here because we're going to sandblast all of this stuff. I don't know, I'm still a little worried about this thing. There's still a lot of rust bits and stuff in here, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, we're getting there. It's very slow work, but we're getting there.
Hey, it's 97% humidity. That's it.
So as Pops is saying, our weather station in the garage pretty much says 97% humidity outside all the time. So that's our running joke. Hey, it's 97% humidity. All right, I think we're done with this phase here. So I took that 1-inch arbor that I was talking about with the 2-inch disc and went up inside all of these edges, and then put the 3-inch disc and did it as well. There's a lot of rust that comes out of there, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but so there's just obviously a ton of rust up inside this thing that I can't get out. But, so we're going to go ahead right now and sandblast all the edges. We're going to tape all this off to try and keep as much sandblast crap from getting down inside the hood as possible. And then when the sandblasting's done, then we'll go and do the internal frame coating and all that stuff in there. So, off to sandblast. Everybody's favorite job. All right. It's a few hours later. We're done with what we're going to do for stripping today. So we went through and sandblasted all of this stuff in here. That looks all much better now. We tried to cover this up when we did the sandblasting. It didn't matter, sandblasting stuff everywhere in here. So we spent about an hour blowing, vacuuming, blowing, vacuuming, blowing, vacuuming. And there's still a ton of crap in there, but part of my theory is we're going to put this stuff inside all of these areas. I hope this will help lock in all the debris and stuff that's stuck in there so it won't blow out later. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and do this next. Record. Alright, so here's what we're using. And these come with this nice little nozzle thing. So this guy, if you can see, has 4 little tip holes in it. I'll stick that down inside. Get it in there. Now this stuff runs everywhere, so be warned. So, stick it down up in there as best you can. And give it a go. Nice. That's awesome. Can doesn't work. Well,
Probably 4 years old.
I have had it sitting around for a while. There, you can hit the record button and stop that. Alright, change of plans. Both of those cans were dead. I'm going to try this guy. So yeah, I've had those cans for, I don't know, about a year. I guess that was too long. Alright, so I'm going to probably run out of this stuff, but we're going to try. Spraying it around in there. Try and get up in this area. You see all that stuff spraying out over there. It's making its way around. It's a mess, all right. All right, a little spot right there. Yeah, you can turn it off. That's good. All right, well, we had just barely enough to do what we needed to do there. I probably would have sprayed more along the insides here if I could, but you can see down in there where that all used to be rusty in there. It's covered now. These areas here, etc. So what we did, so we just went around the edges of these things where most of the rust was hiding. There's a damn bug flew in there. And then all this that we sandblasted up there. I would have liked to have gone all the way around, but I didn't have enough material. So the most important thing was to get down inside these guys. You see here all the stuff in there. I didn't get up in there very well, but I'm just gonna have to do. We can always come back and put more of this stuff in later. We'll get another couple cans of this stuff. I think we're going to be okay. So that's going to do it. We need to wait for a good window of weather before we can wrap this thing up. So we'll see. Maybe a couple of weeks before we get back to this, but hopefully not. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Anybody have any thoughts or suggestions on this? Let me know. Take care, everybody.